Want to take enemies down with ease with magic in Enshrouded? Well, make sure to tune into this video today. Hello everybody, my name's Kiahonfire and welcome back to another Enshrouded video. Today we're going to go over some super spells and how to do a lot of damage as a wizard in the world of Enshrouded. Now, being a wizard is one of the strongest ways you can go about Enshrouded, and there's a few skills that you can learn within the trees to help you get a little bit better at doing your wizardy world of wonders. A couple of recommendations with this build is to get quick charge so you can charge up spells a lot faster. Make sure to pick a lot of skills that up your mana and stuff like that in here. Make sure to have a good spirit level. And then another recommendation on this tree is to have this one right at the bottom, as this is very helpful. You can use a certain skill to get mana back, so you have your evasion attack you unlock, then you do battle heal, and then there you go further up your spirit, and you want to go down this tree where it helps you gain more mana and health back, but it does do it at the cost of health sometimes, so you have to bear that in mind, which is why you might want to match it with something like water aura or something like that, so you can heal and make your mana back, because getting mana back is one of the bigger problems in this game. So you probably want to look into this tree as it helps a lot with mana, but it will require you to use merciless attack now and again to fill up your mana again. A couple things to bear in mind with wizard builds is that you're going to need a few things. So you're going to need a good staff. You have to find some of those. I would highly recommend a wand of some type. It doesn't have to be shock, it could be fire, it can be anything you like, it could be cold damage, up to you. And the armor set is also very important. This is endgame stuff right here, the elder stuff. Honestly, you can go with other options for more mana and stuff like that. I really like this elder chest though, because of the amount of mana it gives and all that good stuff, and it would be worth, when you get to endgame, rooting and looking around for the elder set, as it is really good. And I mean, just look at it, it's awesome. But you could do equally as good in maid armor as well, that is for wizards. There's also a certain spell I'm going to show you which is really strong, probably the game's strongest spell and the most awesome one when it comes to dealing with bosses or mobs or anything really, and that is Acid Bite. Now, Acid Bite, you'll probably first see it like this form, and you get it in this type of biome around here, just through chests, or you can craft it through your Alchemist. We'll go over that at the end. But with this, we want the Acid Bite because it's such a good skill. Normal Acid Bite's really good, and this one's even stronger when you can make it, but that'll be further towards the end of the game. But let me show you this in action and how actually strong this thing is. In here we should find the Fell Monstrosity. There it is. And this is going to take care of it in pretty much one go. So here we go. Acid Bite. And I'm just going to go straight ahead and shoot it straight at it. Look at that health bar go. Look at it going down. Nearly dead in one hit with that. Now I'm going to finish it off with the wand. And the boss is done that quick. It didn't even have a chance to properly attack. And you see that? Any health I lost, I'm now instantly healing it. And my mana is completely up from that endeavor from killing this boss. And now I just got lovely loot. And oh yeah, lovely, I have that. That will be from my lovely alchemy station that I need. Thank you very much. This build is incredibly strong and such a good time, honestly. So you can use between wands because they never run out of ammo or anything like that. You can continuously shoot wands and just work it out just fine. And then you can also have this as your, backup plan. Get rid of things really fast, shoot it with it. I'm going to show you another instance of how strong this is, and your mind is going to be blown, so give me just 2 seconds. Now I'm at the pike where one of the scariest bosses to do alone is, and we're going to be doing it with just the normal Acid Bite. And you're going to see how strong this really is. I could just heal that. There we go. Here he comes, our big fella. And we're going to hit him straight away with a couple of Acid Bites. There we go, and dead. That's just with the normal Acid Bite. Goodbye. It's just ridiculous. I love it. I know I'm using a really strong staff too, but I did this even back in the day when I did not have this staff. This is really powerful, Acid Bite, and I highly recommend checking it out and giving it a go, because it is awesome just to destroy bosses and see them just die like that. Like, it's crazy. So highly recommend giving it a go, and let's go into some more details about the build. So one really important thing of this, of course, is you're going to need an Alchemist, and you're going to need about level 15 for all of this, so you get to there. But one thing with the Alchemist is he's going to unlock Acid Bite. Of course, for that, you're going to need an alchemy station, as it states right here. And then for the better one of this, you're going to need a laboratory, which is much later in the game. But honestly, I'll tell you that the normal Acid Bite does just fine and is really strong. Now, you might be confused where you get ammonia glands. I have a guide on this, but for the general consensus of this, you're looking for somewhere called Umber Hollow, and that is literally just south of the Nomad Highlands Ancient Spire. And then if you're confused about goo, well, this guy makes goo. You just need to make bug dust, and that unlocks goo. And then you make it with liquid, bug dust, and dirt. But this is how you would get your hands on it, and you'd make it. And honestly, I found loads of Acid Bite in chests myself. So when I first got it, that's how I got it, just by looting and going around the place as you usually do. And this guy as well is the Armours that you might want to have a look at. So he does several sets. He does the Warlock set, which helps with different things. So if you want wand damage, could be really good for that. But for this type of thing, we definitely want something that helps with mana. So Archmage would probably be really good for some bits of mana. So like the pants and, well, the trousers and the chest. That's really good for mana. And also the boots are pretty good for it as well. The Sage is honestly similar, but it's kind of like healing as well on this one. So shirt and the pants will be most important on this one. You might want to mix and match armors to the point that you get to, you know, a comfortable point where you can make lots of mana. But basically you'll be going through that guide to do most of your stuff as a wizard. Or you might want to consider foods that do your intelligence, because it will increase your magic damage as well. So upping intelligence level, of course, ups your damage with the magic. So Acid Bite can be even more stinging. But I'll be honest with you, and you guys probably have noticed the archer armor on me before the video, I was fully spec'd out for ranger before I went into this whole thing with the Acid Bite, and it still did an amazing job. So the spell itself is incredibly strong. So if you get your hands on it for any like bosses or anything like that, it is incredible. It is wonderful. I absolutely love it. And with this build as well, particularly, you know, you can shoot multiple missiles, as you just saw perfectly right then. So it's also pretty nice with the wand, and you don't have to bother making arrows. Although, to be honest, arrows are pretty cheap in this game as well, so that's not too much of a problem. But when you do get to end game, you have to spend quite a bit of time getting feathers. So that's when the wands come in really nice. And magic builds are so strong and Enshrouded. I'd highly recommend giving it a try, and definitely do not miss out on Acid Bite. Either way, I hope this video has been helpful today, maybe given some insight on how some things work. Of course, if you still have some questions that need to be answered, please comment down below and I'll try and answer them the best as I possibly can. But if you'd like to see more Enshrouded, definitely make sure to check out the channel and subscribe. I have a whole bunch of it, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm still loving the game. Loads and loads, and I just can't wait for an update. I really want one, and to see what's next for Enshrouded would be amazing. But either way, take care people, thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.